Mark 1, verses 40 through 45. And a leper came to him, begging him and kneeling down to him, and saying to him, "If you will, you can make me clean." And Jesus, moved with compassion, put out his hand and touched him, and said to him, "I will, be clean." And he, having spoken, the leprosy instantly departed from him, and he was cleansed. And he strictly charged him, and immediately sent him away. And he said to him, "See that you say nothing to anyone, but go and show yourself to the priest, and offer those things which Moses commanded for your cleansing, for a testimony to them." But going out, he began to proclaim it very much, and to spread about the matter, so that Jesus could no more openly enter into the city, but was outside in deserted places. And they came to him from every quarter.
There he was. He received a wonderful healing and then turned around and disobeyed the Lord in his enthusiasm and excitement at the healing.
Yeah, and he hadn't even demanded it. He was saying to the Lord, "If you will."
Yeah.
He was submitting it to the Lord.
Yeah. And as a result of his disobedience, it hampered the Lord from what he had to do. Couldn't go into the city anymore, openly. He had to spend his time in the desert places because of that fellow's disobedience. Isn't that interesting? But people came out to him. The Father just brought the people out. The statement that the leper had for the Lord, he says, "If you want to, you can make me clean." He just had the faith. He knew. He knew that all the Lord had to do was say the word and he would be healed. He knew that. He had the faith. And he didn't think that it was coming to him because it says he was begging him, kneeling down to him. So it wasn't something that he felt entitled to. He just said, I just know that if you want, you can make me clean. And the Lord had compassion with that kind of faith. The man had faith in the Lord, not in his own righteousness. And yet there he was, disobeying the Lord. He was so excited.
He wasn't the only one, was he, either?
No, he wasn't the only one.
Victor, it's Larry. May I say something?
Yeah.
Just like Judas went out, and yet the Lord knew he was going to, and it was the Father's will. This could be the same. Leprosy had the faith and gave it to the Lord, "If you want to," and Jesus said, "I want to," and then warned him, and yet he went out as if he was commanded by the Father to do that, the Lord's will. It was all planned, just like Judas.
Well, I think we can run into whatever happens was God's plan. There is God's plan, and like we were discussing last night, God's plan and God's will, as Paul put it. And we have to have regard for both.
Yeah.
And we can write off a lot of things saying, well, it happened, so therefore it's God's plan. And I'm not teaching that, and I don't want anybody else to think of things that way. We need to exercise discernment, discretion. We need to exercise the difference between right and wrong, and to seek to do the good, to do the right. Yes, we can We can say that the Lord is going to reconcile all things and that everything works according to his long-term plan, for whether it's good or evil. But it's too easy for us to just chalk everything up to, well, it's God's will. And I'm seeing you doing that to some extent, Larry, and I need to address that, to recognize that the Lord wants us to do certain things, even though in the long term, like they ate from the tree of knowledge and it was necessary, he still requires of us to obey. And wherever we're able to obey or choose, we need to do that.